It's not about winning the battle. It's about winning the war. What's up, guys? Brandon here. Let's go. So today is Friday, the 18th of February, 2022. I want to discuss a few things with you today very quickly. I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible. I'm actually going to talk about the trades that were taken this week, that we were looking at this week, and I will post a little screenshot of the 5 trades that were taken this week. And I'll also post a little video, a short video of all of the trades that were actually called out this week, right? I'll post it right up in this corner here, right? All of the different things that I would have said in my analysis channel. That being said, 5 trades were taken this week. 2 lost, 1 was break even, and 2 were profitable. So if you really want to do a win to loss ratio on that, or a win rate, it kind of comes out to be a 40% win rate, right, for this week, right? I'm not sure why. I'm honestly not sure why my win rate is so low these last 2 weeks. Last week was 38%. This week is 40%, right? Which is low, right? But that's the interesting thing, that a lot of people, tend to forget that your win rate fluctuates, per day and per week and per month and per year, right? So when somebody tells you that they have a win rate of 70%, they aren't being fully honest with you, because it is going to fluctuate, right? Your win rate is based on the day, week, month, or year. When somebody asks you what your win rate is, you tell them your win rate for this week is X, or your win rate for this month is X. My win rate on average, like I would have said, is about 55% on a bad month or a slow month, and it is about up to 75% on a good month. As I would have mentioned, like I just said, my win rate for this week is about 40%, and you would have seen that in the trades that were taken that I would have called out. Basically, I would have taken AUD NZD, right? And I would have taken it, if I can remember, right here. So let me just get rid of this here. Yeah, I remember taking this AUD NZD, and that was right here. I took it way too soon, apparently, and it stopped me out, even though I was right, absolutely right about the direction again, and it would have taken me out. GCAD as well, I would have also taken buys on GCAD, and that would have been here, right? And GCAD would have given me, it would have given me maybe, no, sorry. Yeah, my bad. GCAD was taken right here. It would have given me what, like about 20 pips, and then it would have come back and taken me out. Guys, it is what it is. It happens like that sometimes. I would have also taken EU. EU would have been right here, and it went over 80 pips in my favor, but I was taken out in profit at plus 20. So that's that. I would have taken Euro AUD, which was the best trade for this week, and that was right here. And this, I was taken out in profit right around here at plus 90 something. A Euro AUD went a total of 145, give or take. And the last trade, which I would have taken last night, which would have been NZD USD, would have been right here. And that would have been this entry right here. Oh, my bad. That would have been buys. I would have entered right here, 10 pip stop loss, as you can see, and it would have gone ultimately about 20 pips in my favor. I apologize if you're hearing dogs barking in the background. There's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, so basically, and this would have taken me out literally at break even, because it came all the way back to my entry and stopped me out. Right, my apologies. I literally had to pause the video because those dogs were barking, and I mean, you know how it goes. So yeah, so NZD USD came back to break even and literally took me out, and well, as you can see, it would still be in profit today. But those were the 5 trades that would have been taken this week, and like I said, 2 were lost, 1 was break even, and 2 won. So with a 40% win-loss ratio, and you do the maths on everything, 1% was risk per trade, a total of 11% would have been made if you would have risked 1%. Now, that being said, I want you to understand this. I want you to really think about this. Even with a very low win-loss ratio for this week, you could still be up. What does that tell you? It speaks a lot to the fact that winning is not everything, right? And anybody who tells you that winning is the most important thing, or winning every single time is the most important thing, I can assure you that they do not know what they are speaking about. The idea that you should follow is when you do win, you should try to milk that winner for as long as possible, because we cannot know when we are going to win. Anybody who tells you that you need to win every single trade, or try to win every single trade, or try to have a very high win-loss ratio, right, is basically operating along the wavelength that, you know, they are relying on the fact that they are going to be right every time. And that's problematic. That's ignorant. That's presumptuous. The reason why it's presumptuous and ignorant is because you aren't going to be right all the time, right? And this is one of the philosophies that I have, and I speak about it all the time. I am not trying to win every single time. Now, don't get it twisted. I would love to win every single time, but the reality is you will not. So what I try to do is, when I do lose, and it is inevitable that I do, and you will as well, right? When I do lose, that the losers aren't necessarily affected by my winners. If I lose, I'm going to lose 10. If I lose again, I'm also going to lose 10. If I lose again, I'm also going to lose 10. So 3 losses in a row would amount to about 30 pips in the whole. But if I win, and I win 50 pips, because my losses were so small, I would still be up 20 pips. It's all about milking the winners and mitigating the losses of the losers. Yeah? So that's that. With a very low win ratio, or win rate, or win to loss ratio, you can still win if your risk to reward ratio is very high. It's not about winning the battle. It's about winning the war, right? You need to remember that. The next thing I want to discuss very, very quickly is the ECR, which is the setup that I would have created, is it a random moving average crossover? I know that that's what people would think that it is, because again, ignorance is bliss, right? Ignorance isn't bliss. Ignorance is ignorance. When you don't know, it's better you do your research before you say anything. My system is not just trading random crossovers. And anybody who believes that has not done the proper research, right? So I'm going to explain it again, because I have done it multiple times. I'm going to explain it again. It is a rules-based system. You don't just buy or sell random crossovers with the ECR, because not every single crossover is going to give you an entry that is synonymous with the rest of your bias. Most crossover systems that you would see on YouTube or Instagram or wherever, right? Most of these crossovers that you would see, right, rely on the fact that, RSI or stochastic or some other indicator to tell you that this cross is the most valid. I don't do that. The crossover of any moving averages, by the way, right? And that's something I want you to understand. Any moving averages are going to work with this system that I have created, because it's not about the moving averages. The moving averages literally give you one thing, and that's an entry. That's it. I am not using the moving averages to tell me when the market is going to go up or when it's going to go down or whatever. All I am doing is using the moving averages to give me an entry. The entry, as I would have mentioned, is the least of your worries. Understanding the direction is where the importance comes from. And you can only understand the direction when you understand who's trapped in the market, right? Now, the rule goes along the lines of don't go against the momentum if the reversal isn't clear, right? If the reversal isn't clear, don't go against the momentum. So in a case like on NZD USD right now, would a reversal on this have been clear last night? No. The reason being, it's not a clear M pattern. It's not a clear head and shoulders. It's not a clear anything. And then it would have come back down, tap your trend line again, and then started to move back upward. If it were a reversal, I want you to think about it logically. If indeed it were a reversal, why didn't it keep going down? Why did it respect the trend that I have drawn here and keep going? Why? What is the reasoning for that? It's because it was never intended to be a reversal in the first place. So therefore, my direction has already been decided. Don't go against the momentum unless a reversal is clear. In this case, a reversal is not clear. Therefore, I'm not going to go against the momentum, which is bullish or buys. It's very simple. So all I need to do at that point is use any moving averages. And that is what I need to make sure you understand. Any moving averages, anyone's, right? But preferably faster periods. So lower numbers. You can use the 5 and the 10, the 10 and the 20, the 20 and the 50, the 15 and the 50, the 14 and the 50, the 20 and the 50, but realistically speaking, lower period moving averages or lower numbers are going to give you better entries. Higher numbers are going to give you a better understanding of the direction overall. If you already understand the direction, like I would have just explained to you, then you don't need to use higher period moving averages. Just use lower period moving averages, get your entry, and that's it. That's the mistake a lot of people make, or the mistake a lot of people have when it comes to understanding what it is I do. It is absolutely not random. It is absolutely not just a crossover strategy. And it is absolutely clear and calculated. Because when there is a reversal, you also need to, weigh the facts and pay attention to what is going on in the market. And I will show examples of this when I do see a new example. I'll show you a live example when I see one that, there are ECRs then and there as well that are very valid as well. Not every single crossover I am going to try to trade. And that is very, very, very important. It is not random. So anybody who thinks that it's random simply did not do their research. They did not, look at any of my other videos. They didn't come and ask any questions. And they're literally speaking based off of, their own preconceived notions of what they have learned. But again, as I would have mentioned in yesterday's video, not because you can't do something means that other people can't as well. Stop being ignorant. Do your research. Yeah. So long story short, that's what would have happened throughout the course of this week. It would have been, I would say this was a bad week because I realistically about 110 pips secured this week, give or take. And that's really low. Based on what I would typically have. Now, sometimes it would be lower because that's just the way it goes. Sometimes it will be lower, but most times it's a lot higher than that. Yeah. So I hope that you enjoyed this session. I hope that you learned something. I hope that you enjoyed your week and you had a profitable week because obviously we all want profitable weeks. If you liked this video, be sure to hit like. It does help the video a lot. If it is you agree with me or you disagree, let me know why. Let me know what you think. Let me know what is your experience on random crossover systems that you might have seen on YouTube or Instagram or wherever, Facebook or whatever, and then use that in conjunction with what I am telling you now, right? And tell me if you see a difference. Tell me if you see a difference in the results. Tell me if you see a difference in what happens and all of that. Yeah. And hit subscribe if it is you want to see more videos like this. Ring the bell so that you can know when I do post. If you have any questions, you could reach out to me directly on Telegram at Ikata Trading, or you can reach out to me on TikTok, Instagram, and obviously, like I said, subscribe to my YouTube. Other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed this week and you enjoy your weekend. Remember to keep practicing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.